Tonight, one of the nation's largest beef processing plants is shutting down after workers stopped showing up over concerns about the coronavirus. The Tyson Foods plant in Nebraska produces enough beef in one day to feed 18 million people. It's the latest of 24 plants that have closed during this pandemic. Tonight, CBS's Nancy Cordes is on Maryland's Eastern Shore, where the poultry industry is being hit hard. Nancy?
Nora, it's a growing problem that has now drawn the attention of the CDC and FEMA. Many poultry workers here in Maryland are immigrants who live with their co-workers in group homes, making it difficult to stop the spread. Poultry is big business in Maryland, the state's top agricultural product. But here in Salisbury, Dr. Christopher Snyder says it's also the driving force behind a coronavirus spike.
They share rides together to work. They're transported back and forth in vans. There's a lot of public transport. They don't have their own vehicles, so it's a difficult situation for them.
More than 260 poultry workers have fallen ill in Maryland, 400 in Georgia. In Virginia, workers protested outside a Purdue plant this week, demanding testing and paid time off.
We understand that they provide meals for millions of people, but lives are more important right now.
From coast to coast, about 24 meatpacking plants have had to shut down sometime in the past 2 months as workers fall ill, prompting a 25% drop in pork production capacity, 10% for beef, driving up wholesale prices even as demand shoots up too. In Southern California, Albertsons and other chains are now limiting sales of pork, chicken, and beef to discourage what they call panic buying.
Look at this lady here. She's buying, show her. Can you hold up all your chicken that you got?
Stu Leonard Jr. says chicken sales at his grocery chain outside New York are up 300% from last year, but he doesn't want to charge more.
But if your costs go up, you're not going to have any choice but to raise prices.
Yeah, you know what? You raise prices, but, everybody usually goes up a percentage.
A mass testing site has now been set up at a stadium here in Salisbury so that workers at this plant and another up the road can get tested this weekend. Nora, Dr. Snyder told us today that about 50% of the patients he sees with coronavirus many days recently are poultry workers.
All right, Nancy.